Does he have headphones?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's
Two,
listening.
1.
Here we are for another edition of the Target Practice Podcast.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Went did some fishing today.
I did.
Had a little morning sesh, turned into an early afternoon sesh.
Yeah, it turned into like a till noon 30 sesh. Mm-hmm. Not because we were catching a bunch of fish. Because we were on a quest to catch fish.
We had a good spot.
Yeah, we had
fun.
We had a good morning.
Yeah, we had a good morning.
Yeah, good.
Put some new dents in the boat.
Well,
that one would have been bad, dude.
I am so glad I got to it in time. We were coming across there's
how do you explain that?
I don't know, because I don't know what it is. What it is to me is a way to keep people out that doesn't work.
Doesn't keep anybody out.
There's like a channel that's like, I don't know, probably 30 feet wide. And then it's got a concrete wall that sits about, I don't know, 10 inches above the water.
Yeah.
Like from each point of land into the water. And it leaves enough for our boat to get through with about 3 inches on each side.
We got a 97-inch beam, 98-inch beam.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's probably like realistically, it's probably like 105 inches wide, that gap.
And when you got the wind to your back,
blowing you
out. Blowing.
You don't have, it's not like you have a long straightaway to get a straight run at this
and
hole.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Concrete death hole.
It is. You try and shoot the gap.
Yeah, you can't just like
rubbin's racing.
You can't go through it slow.
No,
because you gotta keep it. You gotta keep momentum going. So I go back into the cockpit, the pit of cock.
Yeah.
And Paul's up on the trolling motor, and you stand to one side when you're on the trolling motor, so the left side of the boat is higher, and I'm kind of in the middle, and I see that we're gonna hit the left side of the concrete.
Yeah,
and it happens almost every time.
Yeah,
but because we're both kind of on the right side of the boat, the left side is up, so the rub rail that's plastic and rubber isn't going to hit the concrete. The fiberglass is going to hit the concrete. And then in my brain, I'm like, well, I have to get there right now, because if I wait, it'll be above the concrete. And then when I go over there, it'll just smash down, and we're going to Titanic this bitch in the middle of this fucking channel. And then you're not going to be able to get through the channel, because our dead bodies will be there.
Breached. Yeah. So we've been in there when it was lower.
Yeah. Easier though, when it was lower.
Easier
less
because
sketchy.
Well, because you didn't have that issue.
Boat's not above the concrete.
Right. Yeah,
it can't. When we were there, dude, no joke. We were there last time. If they would have pulled a little more water that day, we probably wouldn't have been able to get out.
We wouldn't have been able to get out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sketchy place to be when they're coming down to winter pool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not smart.
Yeah, they if you're there and you're I think we're good today, and they start running all those fucking gates open, you are getting stuck.
We are spending the night. Yeah. We were getting skinny.
Yeah.
Gross. Probably could have got through there. I mean, you'd have to. I mean, the nice thing is you can bring the jack plate all the way up, and then you can probably get out.
Yeah, probably.
Because that boat, it floats. There's not much. So if you bring the jack plate all the way up, you're super skinny. I mean, you can be in inches.
Yeah, you can be in a foot of water, and that thing will be rolling. That thing's not touching bottom. Mm-mm. Yeah.
The Skaggs is the closest thing. I mean, it's going to drag, but fucking who cares? That's what it's there for.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, but if you bring the jack plate up, the Skaggs almost the same
as the the bottom of the hull.
Yeah, as the hull. Yeah. So I mean, you're
sketchy.
You're pretty close. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can also trim the motor up, I guess, if you wanted to too. So
yeah, I mean,
you'd get out. It's just it wouldn't be fun.
No, it definitely wouldn't be fun. Beers.
Oh man. Ah yes. 90 calories and almost no flavor. Love it.
Dude, I don't notice a difference in taste between the regular, the light, and the Premier.
Yeah, maybe with the lime it'll be good.
I'm telling you. We got Coronas today, people.
Corona.
And these are Corona Premiers. For those of you who don't know, that's the You got Corona, Corona Light, and then Corona Premier.
You gotta.
No, but I have a can right here that'll do the same thing. Oh, you guys can hear this. That'd be great. Ready?
Not bad, bud. Not bad.
Yeah, and the Premiers are like 90 calories, 2.6 carbs. It's like the ones they compete with, like Michelob Ultra and those kinds of beers. But I think that the Corona like doesn't even taste like much different.
No?
Like maybe there's less flavor, but I don't think so.
I think it's drier. I don't know. Maybe not.
You know what I thought how many people I have like wowed? Because like most people just squeeze their Corona and then drop it in. What is oh no, it's falling off, Paul. Paul, it's falling off.
God damn this thing.
Hold on, I'm still working my Corona here. I didn't get a squirter this time. Just got my fingers all wet though. Cheers, bud.
Cheers.
My microphone is in the process of falling as we speak, people. Jeez. Oh gosh. Pause. I gotta take the mic off. Oh god, people.
What a piece of shit this thing is.
Okay, look, I can still co-host the podcast, see? Because I got this.
You're just gonna hold that?
No.
Like that?
What do I look like? I'm not one of those people that podcast holding a microphone. That's psychotic.
It just come off. It just come right off.
You know what, dude?
Just roll it like this. Look, hold on.
Oh, God. God, we're the worst. Roll like what?
I'm gonna show you.
Show me. Oh, is that thing sliding? Is that what's causing it?
Yes.
Okay. Crank it down. Crank it down, Haas. Our table sucks. Doesn't really suck. It sucks for this.
Yeah. It sucks for this specific thing.
Okay. Is it good?
Probably not, but yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Jesus. Nope, it's coming off.
All ready. Just all fucking ready.
Oh, God. Okay. Look, man, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. We're just going to have to roll with it. Jeez.
I hate this thing. Mine seems to work better like that, but I understand how it's not really going to work for you. Like how it goes back and it doesn't hold.
Yeah, like all
over.
my weight is like over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of difference in flavor. It's the exceptional light beer is what Corona says here.
You know, you're right, actually. It has pretty good damn flavor. It tastes just like it.
I think probably Corona has a little bit more. This is like maybe like if you took the neck
the extra
off
sure.
the Corona and just filled the rest of it with water. That's kind of like what this would taste like probably. Yeah. But honestly, it's good. I don't have a problem with it at all. I drink these all day.
Yeah. It's a great summer beer.
I fucking love Coronas.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my Coors Light.
Yeah.
Like the banquet beer.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the only cheaper beer I can drink. And it's not even that cheap anymore, which is crazy.
The lime's what makes it for me.
Yeah,
You have to have it with the lime.
I'd drink a Corona without lime, but...
You know why? Like right now, what I'm tasting, Fruit Loops.
Yeah, it's that like... Oh,
you got a little of that, and then you hit that lime Fruit Loops.
Lime Fruit Loops. Oh, God, it's doing it already. I just don't know what to do about this situation in particular. Oh, well. If it falls off again, I'll just hold it. I don't care.
Fucking nightmare. We're going to have to figure it out before the next podcast.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do before the next podcast. Is I'm going to put the other boom back on. Yeah. Any Hoosers.
Unbelievable.
Are we going to rate the Corona Premier at the end?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm going to do it too.
Tastes like lime Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Got my vote.
Yeah, can you really rate a beer when you add something to it to make it taste better?
First of all, if anyone drinks Corona without a lime, you're a fucking
on
psychopath.
purpose. Yeah, like if
you're a
like
fucking psychopath.
Like if you have limes available and you're like, no, yeah, what the fuck's wrong?
Yeah,
with you?
and if you don't have limes, don't crack the Corona. You fucking weirdo. Drink a Bud Light like all the other gay people. Oh God, now we're gonna get banned again.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
We're just banned.
yeah.
We're banned again. We have never stopped being banned.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my first point that I don't want to forget.
Okay.
Podcast or 2 or 3 or 4 ago, probably 2 ago, we were talking about the legality of fucking fish.
Mm-hmm.
And like how we made the point, me made the point that like I thought that like if you're within your daily bag limits, you were okay to fuck the fish. Mm-hmm. Okay. I have yet to talk to someone in the wildlife agency. However, yes. I did have 2 more thoughts.
Okay.
My first one is like, at what point does it become like, if you say, okay, you can't fuck the fish, even if it's within your daily bag limits, because it's bestiality.
Yeah.
And bestiality is illegal.
And bestiality is wrong.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
At what point does it become not a fish? Like, if I fuck a fish fillet, am I going to get charged with bestiality? Like, if I'm stroking my dick between 2 pieces of salmon, are they going to get me for bestiality?
No.
Okay. So at some point, it becomes not a fish.
Yeah, man.
It becomes not an animal?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, like,
so there's nothing illegal about fucking a butchered piece of animal.
I can't imagine that there is. I mean, I just
Can you get in trouble for fucking fruit?
I feel like oh, no, not in. No,
you can't.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
So this is all predicated on the fact that someone knows about it. Right?
Well, sure.
So like the whole thing, like the legality of something doesn't much matter if you're not putting it out there in the public.
Sure.
So like,
but
the reason they got in trouble.
I don't care about them though.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the reason that they got, because they put it out and they made money on it, which is in and itself crazy. But I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, people wear fur.
Sure.
They get fucked in fur. They don't get charged with bestiality because while you're fucking, that bitch has a mink coat on.
Yeah, like what if you came on the fur? Is that bestiality?
Is that defamation of character?
So like at some point, my question is, at what point in the process of...
You just said it. Okay. When that animal gets processed.
Okay.
It becomes something.
Okay, but how far? Like as soon as I gut it? As soon as, like, does the head have to be off?
I don't know. I honestly can't believe we're talking about that, but I love it. I mean, I just like... yeah. I mean, if you want to keep drilling down on it, sure.
I do.
Mean, no. Okay. So it's like...
Well, here's my other point. Okay,
sure,
my first point, I had 2. Oh. My first point, I told you I had 2. My first point was, at what point does it become no longer an animal? Like when you get to the filleted portion of it. I mean, here's another point. In that point, here's another point. Some people do whole fish fries. Like you cook the whole thing. I mean, it's still an animal, but it's been cooked. So now if I fuck it when it's cooked, is that bestiality? I don't know.
When you kill it. When you kill it for the purposes of food.
Okay, so that brings me to my actual second point.
Okay, perfect.
I think you were
I'm glad I got you there.
I'm trying to get a smallmouth to get me there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, fucking A, man.
At what point... Okay, so the thing that's going to get you in trouble if you're trying to fuck a fish is the bestiality thing. Yes. Because bestiality is illegal.
Right.
If the animal was alive.
Sure.
Okay, but here's another thing. You have to... If you catch that fish and it's within your daily bag limits and you fuck it, you are still... And it's not bestiality.
If it's legal catch.
If it's legal catch.
Take,
legal take.
Yeah.
You have to also eat it.
Yes.
Because there's also laws against, if you kill a fish for game, there is a certain amount of which you have to eat. Like with deer, like you have to take a certain amount, like 60% of the meat or whatever it is.
You actually have to leave a certain amount too.
Yeah, you have to leave, like a testicle or whatever, yeah. So it's like, if you are going to go fuck a fish, just keep in mind, you're going to have to eat that fish.
Mm-hmm. It's going to smell fishy.
Yeah. I'm so happy you're here for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Me or them?
Both.
them.
Are them.
Yeah. I mean, that's so.
That's where they get you.
I'm certain that a lawyer could argue in court that at some point, if we're using the fish example, it doesn't really matter, but fish, because that's what, the whole thing happened, that if the fish was dead and they took it legal and it was legal catch.
Yeah.
It was legal take, whatever. That at some point, at the point that they were committing the act, that the fish, if it was dead and they caught it legally, it was theirs to do what they wanted with it.
Sure.
They were keeping it.
Like they could fuck it. And then if they fucked it and then ate it, no law's been broken here, people.
Yeah, so I would say the law that was broken was that they videoed it and put it out for...
I'm not talking about those people, though. I'm talking about, like, in general, if someone wanted to go down and have some fun with a fish and also get dinner,
mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make sure that person's on the right side of the law.
Sure. Got it.
I'm here to help the people.
Thank
I'm
God.
a man of the people.
Yeah.
Man of the fish fuckers.
And I'm sure all four of them are very happy that you're...
Hit me up, man.
You're, giving them legal advice on how to do it properly.
Yeah, just got to eat it.
Yeah.
You just have to eat it, too. You can have your cake and eat it, too.
Sure. I mean, in that example, that actually works out.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, it's not interesting at all. It is kind of. It is because we're fucking idiots. But you could probably argue most laws, when you drill down to a certain level,
well, sure,
are poorly written, or or they have some.
What about those
ones.
laws like in Maryland or something, like you can't walk your giraffe on a leash that's less than 30 feet long or something like that?
Fort Collins in Colorado at one point, I think they still have it. They have those weird laws on the books or whatever.
Yeah.
That we will be presenting one or two maybe in future podcasts. I think that'd be fun, just to like pick some random ones. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
but like I know in Colorado at one point, you had to, like, it was illegal if you were walking with a girl, the girl had to be on the inside between you and the street.
That's a law,
you
though.
couldn't spit on the sidewalk. You had to spit on the street, like things like that. And it was a law that was on the books at one point. And that, that's kind of an interesting thing, right? Like, at least in my opinion, like laws, like there's not a whole bunch of laws that get taken off the books.
No, man, it's the argument I've made to, like,
because once it's there, it's
every
there.
State employer, one that I've worked for. Once you take something away, you're never going to give it back.
Right.
Once you put something on, you're never going to take it away.
Right. Yeah. It's and they have to go through a real fucking nightmare to like make that happen.
Yeah, that's why your giraffe can't be on a certain amount of leash.
Mm-hmm.
I have I have heard that the man on the street side while walking, I've heard those being laws before. Mm-hmm. I was also just taught to do that. Like,
yeah. So here's that's funny you say that, because I feel like maybe that's what it maybe came from.
Yeah.
Like the chicken or the egg.
Sure.
Was the law in place and then people just taught you to do that because at some point down the road, down that line, your ancestors, that was a law. So they taught their kids, and their kids taught their kids, and then it just became this thing where it was like a gentlemanly thing to do.
That's like that's what I like chopped it up as.
Yeah. Which could be a problem.
You know who taught me that? I had a baby. Whoa.
Yeah.
Fucking babysitter taught me that. No, I say babysitter. It was like, she watched me. I was probably like, shoot, man, like 10 or 11, probably 10. Yeah, probably 10. In the summertime, my mom would go to work. You know, her name was Teresa. She was a nurse at Twin Cities Hospital.
Oh, okay.
Her husband,
Tuscadero.
Yeah, no, Templeton.
Yeah.
Her husband was a CO at CMC.
Funny.
Yeah, and they had 2 kids. They were both older than me. One of them was already out in the house, like in the Navy, I think. The other one's name was Chris, and he played basketball. They're in Paso High. Super cool people. I got a funny story about that too. She was on the, we went out, like we'd go on walks and stuff. You know, like one day we were out walking, and like I was on the like inside. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Walking." She's like, "You know, men are supposed to be on the street side." I'm like, "First of all, I'm 10.
Yeah, not a man.
You're 35.
Yeah.
You get hit, not me, son."
Yeah. My life extends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were a black family, and it'll make sense why I say that in a second. I had gone in one day with new shoes on, got them at Kmart, and they were Shaqs. I had no idea what that was.
You know,
like,
Shaq?
No, it's like I didn't know they were Shaq's shoes.
Oh, okay.
So I walk in one day, and I'm sitting there, and her husband's there, and he's always giving me a hard time, you know, because it's what you do, especially when you're a CO.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, your wife's getting paid to watch this kid. You're like, nah, I got him.
Yeah.
I walk in, he's like, "What's up, man?" And I'm like, "What's going on, bud?" And he's like, "Those Shaq shoes?" And I'm like, "No, they're mine." And he's like, "No, but they're Shaq's." And I'm like, "Nah, man, I don't think this will fit Shaq. These are mine." I had this whole argument with him. He was like, "Bud, those shoes are made for Shaq, by Shaq." Those are like Shaq's shoes.
Shaq's name on it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Were they purple and yellow?
Yep. No, purple and white.
Oh, okay.
They had him doing a little dunk thing.
I gotcha.
He made those shoes like as like a cheap shoe for like families to afford.
Yeah.
That's why they were like only available at like Kmart, Walmart. Yeah. Didn't know that.
Quite the philanthropist.
Dude, that motherfucker owns everything. Everything he can see, he buys, and he can see everything because he's 7'4" or whatever.
That's right.
7'2".
I saw a meme the other day where he was like on the back of a boat with this other dude that was fairly ripped, but he was smaller, you know, than him, like obviously shorter because everybody is.
Except for Taco Fall.
Yeah. And they were like, imagine that you work out every day for 30 years and you have to stand next to Shaq and he's got an 8-pack, but he's like 7'4", just like 320 and just 4% body. Is just like, God, that guy is just a different human being.
It's because
we are barely the same person as him.
His maintenance calories are like 6,000.
Yeah,
at least probably.
It's insane.
It's like for him to not lose weight, he probably has to stuff himself every day. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
he got real fat there for a minute though. Yeah, not real fat, but like he got like pretty pudgy.
He went on to the NBA commentator sitch, like one of the shows or whatever, and you know,
he's a giant human being.
Dude's a genius too.
Yeah.
Genius level.
Genius
like
level.
Legit genius. Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny. Like now, like he just like bought part of Wingstop, right? He owns part of Wingstop.
Which is weird because he has Shaq's Chicken Shack or whatever it's called.
So that's what I was just going to say. So then he was like trying to get
one just opened up in Hickson.
Yeah, so then he was like trying to get into like Raising Cane's or like one of those, I believe.
Yeah, and they were like, nah. And
he's like,
fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I was in the store, like, let me tell you what you
too.
don't see very often. You go down a chip aisle, you don't see new brands of chips. Okay, you got fucking Lay's, bud. And like whatever the other like companies that own,
you got
like
Frito-Lay.
Sun Chips
Frito-Lay.
or what. Yeah, Frito-Lay bought everybody, basically.
Basically, yeah.
So it's like you don't see new brands of chips. Like you don't see new brands of soda. Like there's not a new Coke or Pepsi product. Like Coke and Pepsi own everything. So for
we've had that conversation.
7-Up fucking holding out with Dr. Pepper.
Right.
Dr. Pepper keeping 7-Up alive.
Right. Yeah.
Which is why
Cherry 7-Up, one of my favorite things ever.
Oh, it's so good.
God dang. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, it's crisp. It's delish. It's not overly sweet,
I like
which
the
is
cherry
amazing.
7-Up better than I like the cherry ginger ale because there's more cherry in the 7-Up.
Yeah, cherry ginger ale is weird. So
It tastes like a cherry icy, but not as cherry.
see, I'm a huge fan of ginger ale. Like, I just
Yeah, me
love
too.
ginger ale.
Yeah.
People, and I think it's hilarious because I'll grab a ginger ale like, oh, you're not feeling very good?
Dude,
I'm like, yeah.
I
I'm
didn't
not
know
feeling
that. I didn't never heard that till I got
it.
here.
How long have you been sick? 40 years.
Dude,
roughly.
I bought one at work one day.
Yeah.
And my homie was like, "You're not feeling good, dude?" And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Your ginger ale, your stomach hurting?" I'm like, "No." Like,
No,
it's
man.
soda.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking. There's like the amount of actual ginger in this is null and void,
Yeah.
son.
0.001%, dog. Cool sidebar story. Well, not really sidebar. My dad was a ginger ale aficionado.
Oh, what was his favorite one?
I couldn't tell you now, but it would be kind of cool. We'll talk about it. Like, it'd be kind of neat to find some of them. Like, I remember going over. So one thing me and my dad used to do. It's kind of weird. This is weird. I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent.
Go ahead, bud.
But so like anybody that knows me well enough kind of knows like me and my dad really didn't have like that, you know.
Fantastic bond.
Yeah, I mean it was different,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was like you and your dad. It was
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, it's
you
just
know?
different.
It you know, probably due to the fact that he wasn't around
Yeah, it
for
happens.
a large portion of my life growing up.
Yeah.
And so we met each other really in my 20s. He had his first heart attack. It was bad.
Yeah.
I flew out for like 6 weeks. I stayed and helped him get his, whatever, back on track. And that's when I met my dad, really.
Yeah.
But then after that, it was back to Colorado, and then, we kind of just, it was a little bit better. Anyway, and then he moved in with me
Yeah.
towards the end. It's a weird thing to say, but it's true. Not because of that, but just like he left the beach for the first time in 50 years or whatever.
Sold the spot in Newport.
Yeah. And so in any
Why
case.
did he do that? I feel like I remember him telling me, but I don't remember.
No, okay, so what happened? Okay, so he owned a vet hospital.
Yes.
Okay. Him and another fella that they knew each other for a very long time. He sold his half. He sold out and
Okay.
retired. Sold his house.
Yes.
Moved to the beach and just rented.
He rented the beach. That's
So
right,
he
that's right.
had that place at the beach for like 16 or 17 years.
Wasn't the rent like
Unbelievable.
stupid?
$3,800 a month.
Was it like a studio too?
It was about the size of this place. Like
room?
this room. No, it was like, it was,
like the size of my old.
it's half the size of my house. It was like 800 square feet or something like that.
Okay, so like
or less.
my duplex in Paso was like 950.
Yeah, it was one bedroom, living room, dining
So
room.
it was like
small
my
kitchen.
fucking apartment in Fairfield.
Yeah. But you walk outside, you're on the water.
Yeah, you're literally
On the water.
Newport Harbor.
Yep. So, and that's what he liked. He wanted that. That
was just
that was
him.
the zip code. That was
Yeah.
his place. You could see Hogue Hospital, which was good for him because he kept having heart attacks.
Well, man, you got to stop eating Twinkies. Now.
Yeah, no, you do. And in any case, so I remember when I sold motorhomes with him at Giant RV. Every Sunday, I would go to his place. We would watch Entourage,
Okay, yeah.
and we would have a place. We would have this chicken stuff we'd get. It was like a Mexican chicken place.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Is that same place?
Chicken, rice, and black beans. It was
Is it the same place we used to get at your house?
similar.
Similar?
Not the same place, but
Okay, yeah.
very similar to that. That was actually that place that we found out there in
Yeah.
Elsinore. was the closest we'd ever got to having this place here, or in Newport. And so I have these memories of going there, having that chicken, watching Entourage, and every time I'd go, he'd have a different ginger ale. and we're talking this kind of ginger ale, like in bottles, right? And he would. So in Newport, if you guys aren't familiar, is kind of like, it's like a Malibu-ish kind of Hamptons kind of, like they don't have, what I mean by that is they don't have supermarkets like you would be used to.
Yeah.
They have their own high-end markets.
Yeah.
Right? And so when you would go there, it would all be like these high-end kind of like different types of...
They're like private owned. They're not like, you know, like franchise grocery stores. Like,
but pinky out.
Oh yeah.
Shit, right?
Yeah. Like imagine like bodegas in New York.
Yeah.
Like really nice.
Yeah. And so he would buy these different kinds of ginger ales because he loved ginger ale. And I remember some of them were, I mean, they were like
gingery.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was just like his thing. And I don't know if that's why I attribute my love for ginger ale, because that was I was in my 20s when that was all 20s and early 30s. So I was like far beyond, like I had ginger ale before.
Yeah. I think I only know 3 ginger ales: Canada Dry, Schweppes, and Vernon's.
Yeah. I mean, these are like barrel aged ginger ale. And I say that I'm totally honest. I'm being totally honest with you.
You know what I tried like a gamut of last week was the there's that soda that's like supposed to be like healthy soda. It's made with like cane sugar.
Poppy or
yeah, something like that. Boppy?
Yeah.
Bubble?
Yeah. I saw a fucking commercial for it last night watching football.
Okay, so
it's like it's soda, but it's
like probiotic too, which is interesting. Makes you shit.
Oh, really?
I guess what probiotics.
I've been taking a bunch of probiotics, man.
It's good
like
for your gut health.
Weird.
Anyways, so like I bought like every flavor Walmart had. I bought like 8 different ones. There was a ginger ale, a root beer, a strawberry vanilla, a lemon lime.
Like single cans?
Yeah, I bought all single cans.
All right.
Ridge Rush, root beer. I said that one right. Mm-hmm. Strawberry vanilla, lemon lime.
I'm gonna look it up.
Anyways, I bought a bunch of them.
Yeah.
They're fucking expensive as hell too.
Were any of them good? Are you getting there?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So the Ridge Rush. First of all, none of them are like a soda we're all used to, like the poison cans we all drink.
Poppy. That's what it is.
So
100%. Oh yeah, it says Poppy probiotic soda.
Yeah, that's one. So like none of them are like that. We're like, none of them have a lot of flavor.
Those ones.
No, not those ones.
Oh, okay. These are the ones I'm talking about. These are the ones I saw.
Okay.
Anyway. Apple cider vinegar. What? Sparkling probiotic soda.
They also have a bunch of weird stuff in them. This is Olipop.
Oh, okay. I've heard. Yeah, you know what? I think I've had one of those before.
Okay, and I had the grape. So I had all. Okay, so vintage cola. See, I didn't see that one. That's probably good.
Poppy's the one I saw the.
Anyways,
video, or the deal.
So the root beer one was pretty good.
Yeah.
But the root beer one really tastes like anise and like sarsaparilla or whatever that shit is. Mm-hmm. The ginger ale was like very fresh gingery and not very ginger ale-y.
I see.
The Ridge Rush tasted like a watered down Baja Blast. The other ones were, the grape one was okay. Like they were all just okay, and a lot of them were really bad.
Doc Pop. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, right. Doc Pop.
Grape, cherry limeade. I might try that. Watermelon? Yeah, definitely not.
I'd be interested to try the vintage cola one.
Like vintage?
Vintage. Well, that's what the Olipop one's called, is vintage cola.
Is it good?
I don't know.
Oh, you didn't
try that. They didn't have that one. I bought all they had.
Gotcha.
I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like the weird you're talking about those like weird off sodas. Mm-hmm. And
he was always stocked full. This is what he had in his fridge.
Seagram's makes a ginger ale too.
Yeah, they make one. So he had some sort of ginger ale that was hardcore ginger ale.
Yeah.
He had microwave bacon. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it, honestly. Yeah.
The already cooked microwave bacon? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And frozen, bunch of frozen stuff.
Fucking, dude, Costco's brand of microwave bacon is super good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had it. Yeah.
Comes in the big sheets.
Yeah, I've had it, yeah.
I used to buy the shit out of that.
Yeah.
But that one's like actual bacon that's like already cooked.
He had eggs, too.
Oh, you gotta have eggs and bacon.
Eggs, bacon, every morning.
Yeah, that's why I had a heart attack. Lots of fat there.
Probably. Yeah.
That's good fat, though. High cholesterol, though.
Yeah. Cholesterol's a problem. I mean, it
can be.
Can be a problem. Good cholesterol's good. I mean, avocados, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, eggs are super good for you. Mm-hmm. It's crazy that chickens just shit out there.
It's the butter and all the other shit you put in it, of course.
Yeah, and then you eat way too much bacon with it, and you fucking eat, yeah. I mean, all that. It's like, even the butter, like, good butter is good. It's fine for you.
I only do Irish butter now.
Yeah,
I do not buy butter from the States. It is so terrible.
I buy that stuff for baking.
That? Kerrygold? Or that's what I...
Yeah, Kerrygold's good. The Pelagra's good.
Pelagra's really good. I can't even do it. Like, you put those two things side by side, it's like, is that even... Why is the
Land O'Lakes white?
Yeah, it is so weird. Man, when you open that Kerrygold or whatever, it is yellow. Like almost gold.
Yeah. Literally gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
No, imagine that.
I buy the off-brand stuff, the cheap stuff for baking.
Yeah. Like unsalted or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've good olive oil, good butter.
Good olive oil, good butter. I wanted to make my own butter.
Just Meat's another fucking dude.
I canceled mine.
Did you?
Yeah.
I put mine off for a couple of weeks and then I forgot about it, and I got another one coming. It is freaking crazy how much I have in the freezer. It is nuts.
I canceled mine just because I started just buying chicken breasts and throwing them in the fucking crock pot with like whatever seasoning we were gonna eat, like with like whatever side basically. Like, it's so good. And
there's only so much crock pot food I can eat, man.
It just turns into pulled chicken.
I know, but it's just like, dude. Well, I mean, you're doing it for I like to I'm changing up my stuff quite a bit. Like, I don't do that. And like I do chicken and rice a lot, but like, fuck, man. Last week, me and Courtney, we did steak with salad. I cut up a bunch of cucumbers, did rice wine vinegar, salt and pepper in there.
Yeah.
And then just let them sit. And we did spinach salad, so we had all that. And then we did like chicken and rice with the salad.
Yeah.
It was salads for like 4 days last week for lunch and dinner. Like spinach salad with chicken or steak. Like that's all I did last week. It was. It makes you feel so good, dude. It's so crazy. Yeah. What changes?
I always just go with like I find something that I can enjoy, like that I can palate well, and then I just only eat that basically. Like, which
I'm cool with, but I'm trying
until I can't anymore. Then I switch it.
Trying a lot of different recipes now.
Which is why I like throwing the chicken in the crock pot and shredding it, because the cool thing is like I'll freeze them in 1 pound bags, right?
Okay.
Then I pull it out, and it's like I can do rice with it. I can throw it in whole wheat pasta with Alfredo sauce. And the fucking cool thing I found is I have that fucking good bread, and I'll take fucking 4 pieces of that good bread, and I'll make a chicken salad sandwich at work.
Oh, okay.
I just put a little bit of mayonnaise on the bread, throw the shredded chicken on there with some mustard, and I make 2 chicken salad sandwiches right there. So it's like I can do so much with it. Make enchiladas. I've made fried rice with it.
I've been doing a lot of. I'll cook more of the stuff from Just Meats or whatever.
Yeah.
Chop it all up, and I'll make like 10 burritos and freeze them.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I'll do rice, black beans, and chicken. That's it. I'll make like a sauce. Yeah. For me, it's awesome because like I can just throw that bitch in and I'll just go to work.
I did breakfast burritos for a long time.
I still have a burrito at work, I think, in the freezer. Fuck, I just remember that. Meet that on Monday. Boom.
I used to do the breakfast burritos a lot. When we worked for the state, I did like I did those like chicken burritos or whatever.
Yeah.
I used to do like 20 at a time.
I just think it's a good, I mean, like I cook enough now that like she'll bring one, I'll bring, whatever. Yeah. Like it just makes sense and it fills you up. And it's good rice. I mean, I'm still using my 20-pound bag of jasmine rice.
Hell yeah, dude.
I've got that little hopper, the rice hopper.
Yeah.
The thing is so sick. You can put like, I've never done it, but like there's a little thing on the top. You can put like garlic in it.
Oh, really?
And just stuff it in there, and then it just sits in there and like, permeates or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never did it, but yeah, man, that thing works great. Just fill it up about halfway. If I can throw it in the rice cooker, done. Got rice for days.
Yeah.
I'll end up doing like fly lice.
Fly lice?
With the rest of it or whatever, or just throw it away. I'll put it in the fridge momentarily until I find a forever home in the freezer or in the fucking dumpster.
Yeah, the trash.
Normally what happens, but yeah. I mean, it's I think I'm done with just meats. Like I've got so much. Like this order that's coming right now that I fucking forgot about, and I'm gonna cancel now. I've got enough meat through the end of the year. For sure.
Wow. That's crazy.
For sure. Yeah. Well, dude, think about it. Like, I'm feeding 1, 2, maybe. Like, and like, so you get 4 servings. Let's be honest, 3 out of those is what I do normally. But like, if Courtney's over, like, which she does like a few times a week, like, I will portion it out for 4. So we'll have dinner, and then we'll both have lunch for the next day.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, dude, it's like, it
is pretty crazy.
Yeah. And I'm going to go back to just, chicken breast. I like thighs better, but chicken.
Oh, yeah, I like the thighs, especially on the fucking Blackstone. And you can sear them things off. Mm-hmm. Dude, chicken thighs are super good.
I did steaks the other night, and I fired up I've got a Traeger, same as Blackstone.
Yeah.
I got that, so I smoked the steaks, and I threw them on that.
Yeah.
Seared them off. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I do those like thing. I caught a good deal on fucking pork chops at Walmart the other day, the super thick cut ones.
I haven't done pork chops.
I got 4 super thick cut pork chops for like bone in too, for like, I don't know, $13 or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy good deal.
I mean, the Just Meats is $150 a month for me.
Yeah, it was like 130.
Yeah, about that, somewhere in there. And I mean, it's not terrible. Like, if you think about it, it's good, like, because it's all done. It's already cooked. That's
the thing is, like, could you do it yourself cheaper? Yes. But it's already done.
Yeah. I mean, you thought you cook it off for fucking 4 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, all you're doing is heating it up.
And like me, I didn't do that. I just took it out of the package and put it in the Tupperware and heat it up in the microwave.
Well, yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
But like, I also got a lot of the teriyaki beef.
Yeah.
That Hawaiian teriyaki.
Yeah, Hawaiian teriyaki beef.
That's really good.
Yeah, I like that one. I like the Hawaiian teriyaki beef, and I like that fucking sweet and sour pork.
Are you out of it now?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When was the last time you got it?
Oh, it's been a while.
Okay.
It's been a minute. Mm-hmm. I haven't got one since we were off, since Emily was in California, because I canceled it that week because she wasn't going to be here, and it was like we're coming in, and when she got back, like, I didn't ever stop it back up. Like, I went to the store and just bought meat and stuff. Yeah. So I just finally just canceled it the other day.
I get all my groceries from Walmart now.
Yeah, me too. There's no reason not to.
It's easy.
Like, Food City's dope.
I have them bring it to me.
I know you do. You're one of those shitty people.
I love it.
I fucking can't stand it.
So amazing.
I fucking can't stand that shit.
It's my favorite thing.
I walk to that goddamn store with fucking personal shoppers everywhere.
Love it.
In my goddamn way is what they are. Mm-hmm. Get A, man. Yeah.
$5 brings it to me.
Yeah. I can't do it.
Fucking love it, dude. It's my favorite thing ever.
I enjoy grocery shopping.
I don't
enjoy.
There's some. I mean, I went to Food City the other day to grab a cucumber.
That's unfortunate.
You can't. Produce at Walmart's pretty terrible. I mean, you
have to be there to do it.
You have to pick through it, yeah. Which is a problem. Actually, the onions and the tomatoes I got the other day were really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, they brought me avocado rocks the other day. Those bitches are still green.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bright green, too. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand. Like, did they pick them off the vine and bring them into Walmart that day?
Yeah.
Or whatever they do?
I tried a new fucking pot roast recipe. Well, I didn't try a new recipe. I just did something. Mm-hmm. So I fucking I had a big pot roast, and I lined the bottom of the pan with cut cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
Not the grape tomatoes. The cherry ones. They're a little bit bigger, about the size of a ping pong ball. Mm-hmm. So I cut them in half, and I lined the whole bottom with those, and onions.
Okay.
And garlic.
Okay.
And then wine, cup of wine, like a half a cup of water. And then I poured in a brown gravy packet. Mm. Then I put the roast on top of that. Mm. Then I went in with a bag of fresh green beans around the roast. You following me?
I am.
Then I went with the vegetable medley pack. It's broccoli, cauliflower, baby carrots.
Yep.
Then did that on top of the green beans and like falling on to the roast. Mm-hmm. And the whole top, I did a whole thing of mushrooms.
Okay.
All the way to the top of the damn thing. Then I put the cover on, seasoned all the way through, salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. Put the cover on, put it on high, let it go for like 6 hours. It was so goddamn good, dude.
Yeah.
I pulled everything out. Like I pulled the roast out. I pulled all the veggies out with the strainer. Mm-hmm. They were still like, they weren't soggy. Like they didn't get overcooked. They were like perfect, like a little snap left. So I had all the juice left. I turned it on high. It was still on high, hot. Cornstarched it.
Yeah.
Thickened it up.
Gravy.
God, dude, it was so good.
Red wine gravy?
Yeah, I mean, it was dude,
awesome.
The tomatoes in it really like, it was like a little red tinted. Had that like, kind of like,
like blood, kind of.
Yeah, well, I was thinking like tomatoes are like really acidic.
Yeah.
Like, so I had like acidic. Dude, it was so good.
Sounds good. I'll be honest with you. Mississippi pot roast for me is
I had that's like 18 pot roasts I've had done Mississippi pot roast.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So it's like I was like, I want to try something else.
I would love to do a Mississippi pot roast and make burritos out of them.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be pretty cool.
Dude, if you did like Mississippi pot roast.
Dude, the burrito game is, like you said, it's on point. Like, you could just keep doing some cool shit like that. That'd be
like
fun.
if you just baked potatoes and like cut the baked potato up.
Yes.
And then like put them in there in the burrito with the Mississippi pot roast.
That's what I'm saying.
God, it'd be so good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
You could even thicken up the juice that's left in that Mississippi pot roast and make like a little bit of gravy and put that in the burrito. It'd just be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Mississippi pot roast gravy. Mississippi. Yeah. It'd be fucking
pot
right.
roast burritos.
Yeah.
Dude, the last one I made was super fucking hot. Because I dumped the whole thing of pepperoncinis in there.
Who doesn't? You're a psychopath if you don't.
Yeah, I dumped the whole thing.
Yeah.
I bust all the stems off, all the juice, all the thing. It usually it's fine. Caught a fucking flyer.
Yeah.
Caught a pepperoncini flyer jar.
Dang.
It was hot. Like, it was good for me. But, like, everyone else is kind of like, yo, that's spicy. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah, no, it is.
I wonder if you did pepperoncinis, but not all of them, and then did like a chipotle with adobo sauce in there, like one can.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get the smokiness, which is really cool.
Yeah. Dude, Mississippi pot roast is crazy good. I always add mushrooms, which is not on the Mississippi pot roast recipe, but I always add mushrooms in my pot roast.
You cook them off first?
No, I put them there from the beginning, though. Because I know one time I tried, I was like, man, if I put these in for like the full 8 hours, like it's going to be... And they weren't.
A lot of water?
No, they didn't fucking cook all the way.
That's interesting. I'm wondering, like, I'm a huge fan of shiitakes.
Yeah.
Because I like the buttery.
Yeah, they're like, meaty, son.
Yeah,
like
that's what
steak.
But that's what I like about it. Is like you've got that depth of flavor.
Yeah.
It's not.
I always use the baby Bellas.
Those are good too.
I don't like the white one. I mean, I like the white ones, but like they don't have any flavor at all.
No.
The baby Bellas at least have like that.
They have something.
Like, earthy. I don't know. Why don't you describe the flavor of a mushroom? Like, okay, like shiitakes are easy because they're like meaty.
Yeah, they're buttery.
And
I mean, they taste like
same things like hen of the woods or like chanterelles, like
portobello.
Yeah, like they have like a meat,
which
flavor.
Is basically so portobello. You can cut it shiitake style, which I think is weird.
Yeah,
like I saw someone talk about that the other day. And I was like, but that shiitake is a mushroom.
Totally different mushroom, yeah.
But if you cut it long ways, I guess thinly, slice a portobello, they talk about that being shiitake style portobello.
Okay, that's just the cut though.
It's very odd. But like I'm like, okay.
But portobellos also grow like the shiitake does, where the cap's really like there's not a lot of stem. It's a very short mushroom. Portobellos are just huge.
Yeah, and you take all that stuff off the bottom of it, otherwise it gets pretty sour pretty quick.
Yeah. Dude, like it's a good point. I never thought about that. Like most mushrooms I've had, like the good ones, like hen of the woods, shiitake, chanterelles, like those are all taste like meat. Like the flavor of them, if it wasn't for the texture, you'd be like, that's meat.
Yeah. Yes.
Except for like baby bellas and like the white button mushrooms that everyone uses. Like those ones all have like when you get mushrooms on pizza, like those are a different flavor. That tastes like a mushroom.
But it's like, it's chalky kind of, like a little bit like a cream, maybe creamy-ish.
You think like when you think about it, you think they're going to be a bad texture because they are kind of slimy and weird. But like when you eat them, they're not. Like they're almost like a good like a soft bread.
So yeah, so those style mushrooms, like
your run of the mill mushroom,
like just your right down Broadway mushroom, right. Take on the flavor of whatever you're cooking.
Yeah, there's just a giant sponge.
But I mean, you have to add to them for them to be something.
Yeah,
right.
Because I mean, I've had like straight raw button mushrooms before.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, they're not good.
Then they have this squeak to them like a fucking Wisconsin cheese curd.
Yeah. But like a portobello, you could just cook.
Yeah, and eat.
Yeah. Shiitake, same thing. It like stands on its own.
Like my two favorite mushrooms that I've really had are like shiitakes in like a stir fry, like Asian style. So good. And those fucking hen of the woods that are grilled on an open fire. Oh my God. Remember the Hatch had those open fire grilled hen of the woods? Jesus.
What about like, so I used to make portobellos, and I'd buy the portobellos, pop the little cap or whatever if you had it, take all the inside out, chop it all up, cook it with garlic, butter, salt, and pepper. That's all you need. And then stuff the shiitake with it. Or I'm sorry, stuff the portobello, and then bake it off.
Yeah, but the stuffed mushrooms are so good.
But what if we smoked them? You couldn't smoke them very long.
No, they would just.
I wonder if you bake them and then smoke them off like 10-minute smoke.
No, I think you go smoke first. Like not long, like 15 minutes.
15 minutes. And then
low, like 225.
Right, and then bake them off.
Yeah.
With like a little garlic butter knob on the top of it while it bakes, and just kind of.
Yeah. What about fucking deep fried mushrooms? God damn, those are good.
Yeah, those things are incredible. That, to your point though, man, you bite into that son of a bitch and it pops in your mouth and you are on fire.
Dude, yeah. I don't know where they find like those little perfect miniature mushrooms for fucking, and they still have the stem on them and everything.
Nah, they pick them up at the juveniles.
They fucking beer batter them things.
They herd them bitches up. Yeah, put them in a different area.
Dude, when you bite into a fucking right out of the fryer, deep fried mushroom, and you bite it and that thing juices in your mouth, and that juice is literally still 375
it's oil.
degrees.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that'll turn you.
You just dip them things in ranch.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Yeah. You have to go a full dunk.
Oh yeah, remember the ones at Sylvester's Burgers?
God, dude. God, where can we get?
I've not seen it. No, the that restaurant in Spring City has deep fried mushrooms. They're good too.
I bet
they're good.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if you deep fry those. If you bread them with panko, they're fucking amazing.
God, dude, mushrooms are good. A lot of people don't like mushrooms.
I was thinking about that the other day when you were talking about. I was listening to the podcast. You were talking about cravings. You were talking about like. Olives, which I ordered on pizza the other night, and I was like, that's fucking amazing.
So good.
And I got to thinking about that podcast particularly. And I was like, I don't know when I decided mushrooms were good, but like but for sure there was a long time where I was 100% against mushrooms.
Dude,
and
when
I was
you're a kid, you're like
out of your
when you're a
fucking
kid, you're
mind.
like, I'm not fucking eating that dirt sponge.
Seriously.
You just told me it was a fungus.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking eating
Like
that.
you are out of your mind if you think I'm eating that thing. And now I'm just, I'll just
got
raw
dirt
dog
on it and it has
Yeah.
gills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not eating
So
that.
weird. It's a fucking, it's an alien plant.
Yeah. And also, they like talk to each other, right? Like mycelium, like under the ground. That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah. Those things are odd. What are the ones that you, that they go hunting for all the time?
Morels.
Morels?
Yeah.
You ever had one?
I've had them. Albertsons used to sell them dried, and you had to like steam them or get them back. Fucking good, but I'd imagine they're way better if they were fresh.
Yeah.
Like good to the point where like I'd still choose a shiitake or like a grilled hen in the woods.
Yeah.
But I mean, people think that everyone that like searches for morels say like they're the best mushroom.
They're very expensive.
They're super.
I mean,
expensive.
if you buy
the dried ones were like $18.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
I got like 6 of them.
Yeah. It's a weird.
And they were
thing.
small.
Yeah.
Because you get them, some that are like the cap, you know, like
Big.
not stem, like the cap will be like the size of a Twinkie or bigger.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Because they grow like vertical, not like out like a regular mushroom.
Yeah, I bet those morel hunters, when they find one of those, are half thinking about maybe some bestiality situation.
Are they gonna fuck it?
I don't know.
Dude, morels, it's funny enough, my wife loves mushrooms. Loves mushrooms.
Yeah.
Especially the mushroom tip, you know what I'm saying? But secondly, she also
The old acorn.
has a has that phobia where she doesn't like porous things.
Yeah,
So like I think morels would probably freak her out in real life.
probably. Yeah.
Because they have that weird like hole thing.
Yeah. They look like. Yeah.
Every once in a while, I shoot my wife that picture that it's like a generated picture. It's like a hand that it's got like holes in it. So like like every couple months, I just shoot that picture to her, just make sure she's on her toes.
Keeping her on her toes.
Yeah, it's
Smart.
fucking gross.
Yeah.
I try to watch a
weird.
documentary about bot flies with her. She'll just vomit all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm good on that one too, Pry. At the end of the last podcast, I left a hanger for you.
You did, you cock. Was it the last one, really?
I think so. Yeah. One of the
It was
last
like two ago.
No, I think it was the last one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Piney
Or Miami
or
Heist?
Miami Heist.
Well, I have to choose Miami Heist because I can get it.
I think that's what you said off air.
Oh, okay.
Actually. Yeah.
Because Pliny's like, dude, it's not around all the time.
No, I know it's not. But I if in a perfect world,
Like if I had it
in
both of
a
them,
multiverse or whatever,
Or I could
the fuck
buy
Joe
both of
Rogan was
them.
talking about with Eric Weinstein.
yeah, did you hear? Did you watch that whole one?
Pretty close. Yeah, no, I did. I think I got all the way through it. Anyway, yeah, they talking about, and that guy is fucking genius level smart. I had no idea.
Brett Weinstein?
Yeah, I had no idea that. I have no idea who that is. Like
I only know
outside
him
of
from
him
listening
talking
to him on
to Rogan.
Rogan.
Yeah, I don't
that's
know
all
what
I
he
know.
does or what where he is on the planet in terms of like.
I'm pretty sure he's like a fucking oh my god, the word escapes me. I'm gonna go figure it out.
He
they were talking about
he talks as if he's medically trained.
he is an evolutionary biologist.
Okay, so yeah, he's got a lot. Yeah, that would make sense because he was talking about a bunch of like they were talking about COVID stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
like all
yeah,
those different the vaccines that are
Very logical guy too.
ITT4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, you just had vaccines, so we're banned again.
Yeah. Fuck
You
'em.
can't even say it.
I don't fucking care. That's stupid. Fauci's been hospitalized. He had like 6 of them. 6 of those shots or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like,
Dude, it is absolutely bananas
How fucking crazy was
sick
that?
people are getting because
I heard that on there, like the fucking the new mosquito deal or whatever, not West Nile, but this other fucking thing or whatever.
Yeah.
That one like
it was like Maryland or something.
no, it was in
I'm
fucking
picking
New
on
York.
Maryland today.
Yeah. No, it was in New York, and they're
That's
like
where it was, somewhere over there.
they're driving around New York and spraying
That's crazy.
to kill them. They're spraying pesticides
Fucking
into the air,
Roundup or something?
and they're like telling
Azonod?
people to stay off the fucking street.
Yeah, you're fucking crazy.
What is happening, man?
Yeah, remember they used to spray that fucking fluorescent green shit at work?
Yeah.
And I was like, Yeah, spray that shit
I just
around
it's
people.
so fucking weird.
Dude.
Brett was saying that there was like the average year, there's like 7 people that die from that particular like virus or whatever that they get from that mosquito, and one person's died in New York. They're spraying the whole fucking city over it.
Fucking turn the frogs gay, dude. I'm telling you, that's what they're doing.
It's so crazy.
It's so funny that like
It just doesn't
it's
make
so
any
funny that Alex
goddamn
Jones
sense.
said that, but it's so true. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. It's a fucking weird thing.
It's a weird thing.
This
Do you
whole
think
political
that like
landscape
do you
is
think that there's like a real long game? I know we're getting close to time here. Do you think there's like a real long game to like really like lower people's testosterone levels?
It's already happening.
I understand that. I understand that it's actually scientifically happening. Like the food that we eat is so bad for us and so processed, and the things that we have and the medicines that we take.
The sperm count has gone
so
down
much
exponentially over the last like 200 years, 100 years.
Not even 200 years, since like
Not
the
even.
70s.
No, I know, but like as it sits right now, based on fucking science, we're gonna get banned again because it's not in line with YouTube science bullshit.
Yeah.
That like we aren't at, so more people are dying every year in a year
Yes.
than there's reproduction.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're at a
decline.
so we're declining, and we have been.
Yeah, and
So,
people are not having kids anymore.
Right. And there's more than just that sperm count factor, obviously. Like
Yeah, there
it
is.
used to be like in the 50s, 60s, it was like mom was at home, you guys had 2.5 kids, dad worked
and
5 days.
The 0.5 is the really important part there.
Yes.
Because when you take 2 people, okay, you say these 2 people, this is who is in charge of mating for the population of Earth.
Right.
If you don't make more than 2, the number stays the same.
Exactly. So like, having that go on for years and years and years, and the boomer era and all that stuff after World War II.
Yeah.
World War II, right?
Yep.
So like all that thing happened. So like it's been on a decline for a while. So as a whole, like we're doing pretty good, just evolutionary, like just without having all these extra things that they're possibly trying to do.
Hold on. Stop. We're going to cliffhanger this. How long have we been going?
Right there.
We're there.
We're pretty close, yeah.
Okay. Let's go in deep on this.
Okay.
Deeper than what we can do with the time we have left.
Yeah, I'm in.
Because, like, the whole testosterone thing, like, I really want to get your thoughts on it. I can tell you my thoughts.
Okay.
And just, like, that whole thing, I want to talk about.
Can I hold Squatch's hand?
Yes, you can. It makes you feel better. Let's rate that Corona. It's not going to get a high score. If we're rating it on the same scale.
Yeah.
That beer right there, though, that is a 6.5 all day, son.
I was going to go 7.
Really?
I am going 7.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because that is the king of that style beer.
Yeah, you're right.
Like there is no other beer that I'm drinking.
That's 90 calories.
I don't give a fuck that's 90 calories. If you did the Pepsi challenge with me right now, I couldn't tell you.
I feel you.
You know, Corona Extra is the shit. I like it.
Yeah, Corona, the regular Corona is shit.
But what I mean by that is like, at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna pull a Corona out of the fridge before I pull any other domestic beer.
Oh yeah,
by a fucking landslide.
Yeah, like if your range of like widely produced beers is in there, if all of them are in there, I'm never picking anything besides a Corona.
Okay. I'll never drink. Like I don't. If I ever, me smelling Bud Light makes me want to vom. I can't stand it. It's
little
terrible.
vom.
Yeah, a little vom. So like, yeah, Bud Light, no. Coors Light, I'm good. We used to call it piss water, fucking elk piss or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Car. Stupid. But Michelob Ultra, if you had that.
Yeah.
Me and Brig hammer some of those. Yeah, we drink them. Like we'll have some nights where we just fucking kick back and hammer those. I'd rather drink that though.
Yeah.
By a landslide.
Yeah.
I'd rather drink that. But it has to have the lime. If there isn't a lime in that thing, I am not having it. I'm not. Even like
you know what
can
is
put
good,
some
though?
lime salt in that motherfucker or artificial. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't have to have a slice.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm with you. You know what is good? The Bud Light limes are pretty good. The green cans?
I quit. Believe me.
They're pretty good.
Stop the podcast.
Better than Bud Light.
It's by like.
Do we pick his name yet?
Oh, we're gonna do that on the next one too.
Okay.
Hope you had fun listening to all this. What was it? It was like fish fucking
Fish, cooking
mushrooms, and drinking Corona Premier.
Yeah. I mean, we're fucking really here for your guys' entertainment needs.
We're gonna talk about all kinds of crazy shit on the next one, I'm sure.
That's true.
Peace out.
Till next week.